Liz, it's Coronation weekend. It's a royal family special. Liz, what the hell have you done to me? Oh, for God's sake. Liz, I'm not wearing the hat. I'll wear your silly bows and things and everything, and I've got to take these knickers off. They're really getting tight round the old you-know-whatsy bits. So today we have a look at the royal family, and more important, the coronation. Now, putting in context from when the Queen got coronated and you bring her old money into new money, that would work out to about £20 million. And her grandfather before her was 24 million, so she shaved 4 off the top. Now, Prince Charles's coronation is going to cost in excess of £100 million. Now, right or wrong, I'm not actually a royalist, I have to say. I never really have been, but I did admire the Queen for all the work she did. Well, I don't know what work she did. I'm just like reading from notes. So Prince Charles, I have to say, or now King Charles, I'm not standing up again. Prince Charles that's now King Charles and Camilla do a lot of charity work. I don't know whether she should be Queen or Queen Consort, I don't know. Well, Prince Philip was Prince Philip. He wasn't King Philip, so why does she have to be Queen? So anyway, they do a lot of charity work, as does Princess Anne. I'm not going to go heavily into the royal family. I'm just looking at the King and Camilla, and I think they do an incredible lot of work. Can you imagine getting up on the 1st of January and going, here's what you're doing for the whole year, whether you like it or not? Because that's what he's got for the rest of his life, all right? Not by looking at him, there's much of it left. So I wouldn't particularly want his job, as I'm sure most people wouldn't, even with all them supposed silver trappings and gold and this, that and the other. It's just pompous. I know in my head it's pompous. But as I keep saying, they do a lot of good work, Les. But with all the food banks in the country, I'm now going to go straight into that one. Food for thought. Oh, I can't wear it, Les. It's choking me. What do you mean I like chokers? No, I don't. I don't know where you get such things from. So, in Food for Thought today, we're going to have a quick look at something here. This is from the Times. The country is pulling out all the stops for the crowning of its sovereign. A 3-day jamboree that will feature nationwide street parties, a Windsor concert, a symbolic ceremony at Windsor Abbey, followed by a grand public procession. It's all a party fit for a king. Well, he is the bloody king. With a price tag to match. The long weekend is expected to cost British taxpayers in excess of 100 million to 1.25 million pounds. Nothing to say, Liz? I've done some research. First of all, let's get to the chase here. You know where I'm going from the last one again, eh? So there are over 1 million kids, that's with their families, then families on top. So 1 million kids under the poverty line. Just listen to this, under the poverty line in the UK. Bear in mind this weekend when you're sitting in your armchair with your nice wine or your picnic table out and about, there's fucking kids starving. So what's happening here? There's 1,400 Trussell Trust food banks, right? They're registered charities, and then at least an additional 1,172 independent charity run food banks. I'll let that sink in, and let's just finish here, right? Bearing in mind what I've all just said about this, the UK is the 5th richest nation in the world. Historical news. Les just reminded me, tourism, before we get to historical news, tourism that the royal family bring in. Tourists go to the UK to see the history, the buildings, what it represents. They don't go there to see bloody King Charles up on the deck going waving down at people. You very rarely ever. I've only ever seen the bloody Queen passing in a car once. Christ, Liz, this whole tourism thing, they go there anyway for the history. Can we just get on with historical news, please? Well, give me the notes then, Liz. We ain't got his name on it. Oh, you'll give it to me in a minute. And this. So, born this day, 19th of February, 1960. He's only 3 years older than me, Les, literally. Second son to the Queen Lizzie. I'm not liking the sound of this. At Buckingham Palace, that sounds even worse. He actually married a lady 1 year older than him. Now it's looking promising, Les. Now we're going somewhere. Served in the Falklands War with the Royal Navy, no less. That's even looking more promising, Les. I think you're really onto a winner now. I need to know who it is before I carry on. Thank you. Prince Andrew. Laugh out loud. Just a meanie, eh? Did you know the Queen reputedly put in £2 million towards that settlement out of court? No one ever goes and settles out of court if they know they're innocent. She reputedly got over 12 million quid. But she was such a nice person, she gave 2 million of that to a charity. Princess Andrew, Duke of York. There must be a funny song in there. You get every week where I go with these people. You don't need to dig deep to know what's going on in the world, eh? Even down there. Next. So before they died today, this guy's still relatively young. I think he's about 38. Anyway, he was born on September the 15th, 1984. He entered the Royal Academy at Sandhurst in April 2006. Is that ginger guy? I think it is. But with a lot of yoo-ha, they decided he was not going to go on the front line. Forward another year later, and he was going to go on the front line. So they decided he would serve on the front line in Iraq. But as it transpires, it wasn't Iraq, it was in Afghanistan, where he was a gunner and a go-pilot on a Welly-wopter. An Apache Welly-wopter. Hang on, I've got to turn my page over. I ain't got OQ, I can't afford that. Then it goes blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff in between. And finally, in 2012, he went to Afghanistan as a co-pilot and gunner to go kill people. Should we have been there in the first place? That's another feed, Les. And he served 20 weeks. He, in 2014, launched the Invictus Games. That's good, eh, Les? That's good. They're for paraplegics and people come back from war and all that. Sort of a bit like their own little Olympics. And in he sounded like a really good old bloke, eh? And in 2015, he would take on a new role supporting wounded service personnel. Wow. What a guy. Then he married this fucking bitch. What a wally. Hey, Les. So let's just recap here on Prince Charles. Someone just reminded me today the Prince Charles Trust, right? And I got the stats here. This is just between 2006 and 2016. An estimated worth was £1.4 billion, helping 10,000 people from between the age of 16 and 30. This trust has been going since 1976, so it's not all bad, is it? Oh, phone call for me. For me, Les? Who? King Charles? Hello, sir. Yes, I am a royalist. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm invited. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, sir, yes. Private jet? I have no problems using a private jet. Yep, yep. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Hey, Les, I've been invited to Andrew's after party as well. Get the jet ready. Andrew, get the girls ready. I'm on my way.
Oh, Oh, God, blimey.
It's all done in the best possible taste.